There's so much to get to this morning. Matter of fact, I'm having dinner with Ivan Reitman, the producer of Private Parts.
Today?
Yes, he is in town.
Tell him I said hello.
I will not. Oh. He's all mine.
You won't even say Robin said.
No, I'm being honest. I'm not going to say that.
You won't even bring up my name.
Hey, by the way, those new pants you're wearing today?
No.
Boy, I got a shot of your ass this morning. It's tiny.
Oh, my goodness.
It's tight pants with the ass. I really, I got to be honest, I really looked.
When did you do that?
I was right behind you walking in right before we started the show, and Cabby's by the way, Cabby is always in the goddamn hall now.
He's like a reception line now. He stands there and waits for you to come down.
Oh, and it's like, you know what, dude, go home. I love Cabby, but I don't have time to talk to him in the morning. I got to get in here.
He now has an audience with you every morning.
Every morning. Hey, Howard. How's it going? Right?
It's the worst now, because after he's done with you, he comes into our office and then, like, talks to us, like, for 10 minutes while we're trying to get to something.
Good morning, Howard. Here's today's agenda.
And he's always trying to get on the air. So it's always like a story that, that he thinks you will like.
Feeding you information.
I get sucked in because sometimes he's got good stories.
Sure.
Well, sometimes he tries to get to you through us. Like, he'll be like, tell Howard I killed a guy last night.
Yeah, but he keeps the whole, he stands right in front of the door so I can't miss him.
Yeah, he sort of blocks Howard.
Hey, Artie, you didn't eat your toast that I gave you.
Where? Oh, it's up there.
He just missed it, Howard. It wasn't like he was not going to eat it.
I'm already over my carb intake for the morning.
Artie's like a wild tiger. I have to feed him during the show.
Or he'll bite you.
You know.
Grab your neck.
But, no, I was right behind you when I walked through that door into our area. And you were just standing, and I was like, wow, your ass looks nice.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, I mean, but, like, really nice.
Well, thank you.
Like a little onion.
And a little onion?
Yeah. I mean, it's tiny. Like you've lost more, right?
Well, yeah, and I'm exercising.
Yeah,
the running and all that other stuff.
It looks good.
Thank you.
Good for you. And you're not, you're an old bag.
It happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
We get old, but it's not a lost cause. I'm here to tell you.
No. Everyone's telling me you look 30.
Somebody said that to me the other day. I thought they were being very flattering.
No, you do. I don't see any wrinkles. I'm getting all kind of lines. Look at you. Oh, you've triumphed once again. You've turned yourself into a sex pot. You run and exercise and diet. You're ready for Playboy, I think. This might be it.
I think I'm moving in that direction.
Yeah.
That's a big check.
I'll be in for an evaluation soon.
Yeah. You're not in, are you in bikini shape yet, or just one-piece shape?
One-piece shape.
Okay. But it's possible you could get down into bikini shape.
I'm headed, that's my goal.
Really?
Yeah.
Look at you.
Bikini shape.
But don't go back up. Hey, that's your problem. You'll yo-yo. I know you.
Not anymore.
Really?
Not anymore.
Really?
I have found my cure. I don't know about anybody else's.
Right. You still drinking that drink?
All the time.
You love it.
Right with me.
How often are you fasting?
I'm about to go on another fast. I was just about to send out an email to a couple of people and ask them if they want to go on a fast with me. Because I'm about to go on my fall fast.
It's becoming a group?
Well, there are a couple of people out there who ask me for advice and information.
You know, Larry. So who
calls with the advices?
Who goes on the fast with you?
I have never had anybody go on a fast with me, but I was going to write to a few people and say, do you want to? So you could have the experience of doing it with me. Maybe I could support them through it because, sometimes people struggle.
Wow. You going to write a book?
I don't know.
I think so there is some thought in that area.
Some thought, because I really believe in this.
You're like the Dr. Phil of the show.
Hey, I'll go on the...
At least you're thin, though.
You'll go on a fast with me, Artie?
I'll go on a fast with you.
Oh, you'll last a minute.
Let's see how long I can last.
I told Artie, what we should do is he should have to have 40 guys do him if he can't stay on like 10 days.
Yeah, hey, you brought that up.
He'll lose weight.
I'm trying to give you incentive, Artie.
That's incentive.
Hey, Artie, you know why they call it a fast?
Why?
Because you're going to be off it really fast. You'll be off it by the second inning of the Yankee game.
Fast for you.
Let me ask you something. By fast, you mean like no breakfast or nothing?
Oh,
like,
will you stop it?
Shut up.
No, I'm just saying.
No breakfast. No breakfast.
When do you start the fast? After dinner?
She just drinks water, cayenne pepper, maple syrup, and lemon. That's it. That's the fat. I mean, you get to drink that crap as much as you want.
Right.
That's crap.
It's vile.
It is not vile.
Oh.
I love it.
It sounds vile.
You know what I think of it as now? A soft drink.
Really? Does it taste that good to you?
It tastes like, I imagine it tastes like what Coke tastes like to Artie, to me. I love it.
Believe me.
I saw Ralph drinking it, and he has it on the rocks.
I know. He loves it iced.
With booze.
No.
There's a new over-under on Artie on the fast. 2 hours. Really? I don't think you'd make
You're taking the under.
Oh, absolutely.
I would be so irritable at about 6 p.m. in the evening.
It was funny because a couple of weeks ago, Artie saw me and he said something about, they were asking me to go to lunch. I said, no, boys, I'm fasting today. And Artie says, gee, and you're not, don't you get irritable? I said, Artie, you're looking at me. Have I been irritable? He was like, man, I don't understand it.
I really don't.
How long,
I think
just tell me what you've been doing the last couple of months because you've been getting real thin now.
Well, I started running at the beginning of the summer, and now I'm up to running 5 or 6 miles at a clip.
Yeah.
And I do that, a couple of times a week.
Right.
And I just started weight training again.
Right.
And I've continued to do all of the other, I had been jumping rope and rebounding and doing a whole bunch of
rebounding.
Yes. That is the other thing that really got me back in shape.
Basketball?
No. Rebounding like a basketball.
Yeah, that's what I think you taught. I go, wow. Who knew?
Let me tell you something.
No, I mean on a mini trampoline.
Oh, rebounding.
Yes.
You mean jumping up and down on a trampoline?
Yes.
I thought,
I'm like,
where do you get a game?
Rodman.
Yeah, I'm like, wow.
She does full court over at the 4th Street Park.
I'm ready to take on Artie.
Look at you.
So it was, my fasting and rebounding are the 2 things that I say are the key to health.
How many total pounds have you lost now?
It's still around 75. I really haven't changed in a long time. It's just that all the exercise, the increased ability to exercise has led to a lot of toning.
Doesn't the exercise make you hungrier?
Yes, I eat more now, but I still have the ability to fast. But I have a caloric need for food that I hadn't had before.
Will you run now while you're fasting?
Oh, yeah.
My God, you're some sort of superhero.
How long will this new fast, the one that you're signing everyone up to do with you?
Today is the first day for me.
Right.
Oh.
And I'm going to do it for 10 days.
10 days? Mm-hmm. And how many are in your group?
I haven't anybody in the group yet. I just thought of it today that I should send out a little memo and tell people who are trying to do this that I'm doing if they want to go on with me, and we could email each other.
I love asking you about your life. You get so excited.
I am enthusiastic about this. Sorry.
Yeah. No, this is your thing. I see what's going on. It's turning into some sort of thing.
If you knew how it had changed my life, you would be the same way. You'd be just as nutty.
I'm very happy for you. Believe me, I'm happy for me. When you're happy, I'm happy.
I'm so weak. Anybody who exhibits any kind of willpower like that, I'm so fascinated. Like, I know comedians who do the road all the time, like I do, and they don't drink. They don't drink at all. And I'm like, you mean you go to Zany's in Vernon Hills, Illinois, and you don't drink? I said, dude,
how do you do that?
You are a superhero.
But don't you... I mean, does that totally satisfy your hunger, that drink?
Yes.
It does. How many of those drinks?
I don't have, like, incredible hunger anymore. Right. I don't get ravenously hungry.
And that drink?
With this drink, yeah.
How many of those drinks do you have a day when you're fasting?
Probably, I have never gone above 6.
Oh, really?
In an entire day, yeah.
I thought you had like 50.
No.
Wow.
And it's working for you. You'll probably drop a couple with this new fast and the running. You going to run during the fast?
Yes.
Wow.
I mean, God, this is going to be like...
I can't wait.
I know. Even the guy I run with one day, I was talking to him about the fasting. He was like, well, but you can't run with the fast. I'm like, I'm fasting now. We just finished the run. So...
Wow. Good for you. Can you put alcohol in that drink you drink?
You know, I was I was talking to somebody the other day, and I said, yeah, you know,
like a vodka?
You can still drink, so maybe I'll put vodka in my drink.
Well, if I could do that, then I'd have like 10 of those a day, yeah.
She's going to have like a heart attack or something.
No, she's not.
When I drank that drink, you have no energy. You're like... You're starving when you have that drink.
Again, he's talking about a sick, unhealthy body that he was trying to push through to lose weight so he could drink and win $25,000.
You try and go on that for a day. You will have no energy to lift your hand.
And I'm telling you about my experience. You've all watched me, and you never even knew I was doing it, so you didn't see any drop-off in my energy.
I don't need to do that. I feel good. I eat. I like to eat. I like the sensation of eating.
Oh, God.
So it's not for me, but...
And it's not for him. I'm telling you my experience. So why would you act as if everybody's you, John?
Because have you consulted, like, doctors about exercising on that drink?
I consulted doctors when I was sick, and I kept getting sicker.
She figured this out.
There's no protein.
So what?
There's no protein, Howard.
She's fine.
Who looks healthier, me or John?
You.
Him with all the drinking.
What do you mean, get out of here?
Or me?
Look at her. She's 20 years older than you. She looks better than you.
She goes your way. I mean, for her age and how she looks and your age and how you look.
So give me a break.
Well, she's wearing like 8 pounds of makeup, though.
I can take it off, I'd still beat you. You see me every morning without makeup. Mr. Lines around the eyes.
John, you look like Alan Woody or something.
Howard, I spoke to somebody who did it, and then 2 of their family members did it.
Alan Woody?
The bass player for the Allman Brothers.
I thought he meant Woody Allen and he's dyslexic. Yeah.
Fred knew it, right? That's so obscure.
All right, go ahead. What is it?
Fred got the joke.
I spoke to somebody just yesterday who did it, and then 2 of their family members did it. And they said that the hardest thing about it is that you don't eat. Like, you literally, when dinner time comes around, there's nothing to do, and you're so bored.
Well, then they're bored people. I mean, they should have something to do.
Yeah, but they also...
I have stuff to do.
They also said...
Well, that's what I said. I got a lot of free time to do other things because I don't have to worry about food.
Yeah, but you can't think of doing anything.
Oh, here we go.
Right. And then one of their friends that did it, went through 2 days, about 5 days in, went through 2 days of, like, severe like back pain, which they think might have been their kidneys like closing up or something.
That's what it feels like. Your insides.
Yeah, what about your kidneys and stuff?
Oh, what about your kidneys?
Oh, look at Artie.
You're assaulting your kidneys with you nuts.
I'm sorry to insult your kidneys with mine, but...
All right. Everyone calm down.
It would seem like you need a roast beef sandwich every once in a while.
You guys keep doing whatever you're doing. It seems to be working.
It's not working for me, I know.
Well, all right.
It's getting ugly.
It's getting ugly.
No debate. This is my life.
Sounds like a debate.
Sweating like crazy.
She's in love with her drink. We can leave her alone.
In fairness to John, he has stayed thin for a while.
Yeah, I don't know what Gary's talking. I look beautiful.
No, I didn't say you're fat.
Pull up your shirt. Let's see. That's better.
No, he was heavy.
You're sucking in your fat, though.
Yeah, dude.
No, he also put on a little, I guess you lost again.
Dude, I'm 175. I was 174 at fight time. I haven't gained anything.
You didn't get heavier and go back down again?
I'm 175. I work out almost every day, guys. That's pretty good.
Just ask it.
I'm just saying.
Angry.
You see, it does make you angry when people attack you like that, doesn't it, John?
The amount of beer you drink.
I don't drink that much anymore.
Very well.
I'm serious.
You drink a case a weekend?
Not anymore.
Oh, liar.
Dude, I swear. I'm telling you.
What are you down to, a dozen?
I'm like on a health thing now.
What's the health thing? You're healthy.
Ask her.
No, but now that you're healthy.
Answer the question.
Now that you're healthy, how many beers do you have in a week?
Maybe like 8 beers.
Oh, that's a liar.
It is. Double anything he says.
Oh, yeah, maybe 2 at dinner. I had 2 at dinner the other night. That's it.
John, why do you admit that you don't eat great, but you exercise like crazy, which is good? You run.
Artie,
you
when
run
we go out to eat. I don't eat right.
You eat a chili cheeseburger.
No, I don't have cheese, and I take the bun off of it.
But you eat chili.
You still do
Chili's
whippets?
Good. It's beans.
You still do whippets?
No, I don't do anything.
Where'd you fall off that wagon?
I never was on a wagon with whippets.
John, you were at a Christmas party.
The whippet wagon.
Party, giving a guy $20.
I was a goof.
I'm on the whippet wagon. Guess how much one whippet canister costs?
Oh, my goodness.
$3. I did 42 whippets at the party.
It's so funny when Gary talks about addiction. This guy goes into the private room like every 20 minutes.
It's not true. I have 3 cigarettes a morning. It's not every 20 minutes, but you love to make it sound like more. But the other thing is, okay, we're going to the Bahamas next weekend.
Cigarettes,
hold on a second.
Gary.
We're going to the Bahamas next weekend.
Swear on you.
I have 3 cigarettes during the show. I swear on my life.
How many do you have a day?
About 6.
Who's going to the Bahamas?
Me and John.
You're kidding.
What
What's
are
up
you
with
guys
that?
doing?
We're doing an appearance out there for the weekend for Valley. But here's a question. We're going to be in the Bahamas.
Yeah.
You're going to have 2 beers a night?
No, if we're gambling, I might have a few more.
No, but John's always got these, like, I only have this many, but if we're at the Yankee game, if it's Thursday night, if we're in the Bahamas.
Circumstances make the number go up.
Yeah.
Like, are you going to have 2 beers a night in the Bahamas?
I don't have a drinking problem.
I don't either. I have the same drinking problem you have, guy.
John, I don't drink nearly as much as you. I don't drink a third of what
you don't even realize what you drink.
No, I'm telling you, I've cut down.
Why are you two getting to go to the Bahamas and not me?
We're going for Bally's.
I don't care what you're going for. Hey, meanwhile, you blew it when you turned down that trip from Heineken when you screwed that whole deal up. Gary, tell the story.
So I went to the Heineken had their national meeting on Tuesday night, so I went to the cocktail party where they paid me to walk around for 2 hours and just shake hands with, the people from Cleveland and Chicago. But then I met the big cheese for Heineken USA for the whole country. And he sat me down and he talked about he wants me to go to Philadelphia, Boston, Washington, D.C., and New York and do a series of events. I swear to God, a series of events. But the funny part was, he said, yeah, I'd like to get you and Artie and Robin. And I said, what about John? He goes, F John.
Yeah, isn't that funny, Howard? When I was the one talking about Heineken more than anybody about drinking it, screw him because my wife didn't want to fly to Amsterdam. F him.
That's
Hey.
right, John. It started over
My wife didn't want to go.
All I know is...
So now I'm like penalized by Heineken. Oh, that's great.
Gary's getting all the work.
That's fine. 3 years I'm talking how great Heineken is, and they say F John.
I'm no longer the New York guy. I'm the Northeast Heineken guy.
Gary doesn't even drink Heineken.
Yes, I do. I do.
Suddenly you're drinking now.
You know what? Since I started drinking it, I drink it.
With your 12 cigarettes.
Oh, look at
John,
every time I have been out
jealous
with you
bastard.
and Gary, you and Gary have left the table to go and have a cigarette.
I know. At least
when I drink.
You didn't quit smoking. You just quit buying.
Yeah. You do Gary's cigarettes, and only when you drink do you smoke, and you're drinking all the time.
Look, where were we? When we were in California, there was somewhere. John's just, can I get another one? Can I get another one? Can I get another one?
During the comedy show.
I only smoke during the comedy show, but I'm not a big Gary's addicted. I only smoke a half a pack during the comedy show.
You walk out at 6:30 in the morning to have a cigarette. Who the hell smokes at 6:30 in the morning?
People who smoke, you make it sound like it's insane, John. 6:30 to me is 9 o'clock.
When I was a smoker, I smoked. Sometimes
That's the first thing you did.
Sometimes I'd set my alarm clock so I could
just
get up
think
and
it's
have a
odd that you
cigarette.
talk about addiction when you're the one walking at 6:30 to smoke a cigarette.
John, 6:30, I don't get up out of bed and light a cigarette. I'm up at 4:45 every morning. By the time I'm
wait an hour.
It's ridiculous.
John, it scored
John, you can't. I could go longer without a cigarette than you can go without a beer.
How much on that?
You know what?
How much on that?
We got to be in the right environment because John go without a beer during the day, but put John on.
Put your money where your lips are.
Shut up.
Come on.
Smack
Come on, buddy.
Let's do it.
I'll do it right now.
That's a good bet.
Come on.
Yeah, it's not a good bet because
Come
John
on,
can go all night.
No, it's a great bet, Gary. Come on, let's do it. Addiction.
John,
come on, addict.
How about a day?
Come on, addict.
How about I go 2 days without a cigarette, you go 2 weeks without a beer?
Sure, let's do it. Wait.
Why would you go 2 days without a cigarette?
2 days without a cigarette? No, guys. You go 2 weeks without a cigarette, I'll go 2 weeks without a beer.
It's not the same thing.
Oh, of course not.
But it's not. It's not the same thing.
Lips want that cigarette.
Everybody, Howard, it's not the same thing. You know
those
it.
big lips around.
All right, I have to take a break. This goes on all day.
No content.
By the way, just so you know, this goes on all day.
Well, the funny thing is if you question anything about John, he attacks you.
I know you hate
Question.
John.
You attacked me. You said I was drinking.
You do. You drink a lot. You admit you drink a lot.
Pull the tape. You attacked me. You insist upon not realizing that you start the fights and then you get mad at my retaliation.
You said
it's amazing to me. Jason, pull the log for him.
You know what, John? Just filibuster.
No,
filibuster.
Starts with the weight. Then he starts with the drinking. But then he's mad that I bring up the cigarette.
John, you know what? One thing about you can't lose a fight.
Right. It's
all
never
you do
over.
is talk and talk and talk.
So pull the tape.
Meanwhile,
fine.
Gary and John had a fight last week after the show like you wouldn't believe.
About what?
Well, it wasn't really a fight. I yelled at him.
It was great.
It was very hooked.
I had it on tape, too, but the tape is muddled.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. We were sitting in a meeting, coming up with ideas. Then what happened?
You want me to tell you what happened?
Yeah. Idea that you liked.
There was an idea that you like. Oh, the kid that wants to debate you.
There's a high school kid who wants to
Right, I
debate
remember
me.
that.
So I'm trying to set up the debate.
So we're thinking about
So I said, let's debate some good topics. So we're sitting there, we're thinking of some topics that we could debate.
Which are like, lap dancing in strip clubs, like goofy stuff. And all of a sudden John goes, why don't you debate him over whether Gary and Mary should not be married anymore?
No.
And I went, whoa, that's great.
And
I can debate that. And then Gary lost it because John came out of nowhere with it. But it was funny.
It's a funny idea. I don't know why I got attacked over it.
Because you know what? Where's the Artie joke? Where's the Howard joke? It's always about me, and it's always...
No, it's not only about you. I make plenty of Artie jokes.
You know what? That one came from so out in left field.
No, it didn't. It's just a great debate.
I just said I didn't want to, I don't want to be the poster boy for some guy who's got a crappy marriage, because it's not the case.
Howard,
but John loves to do that.
No. Here's the irony of the whole thing. The old days, Gary used to come to me and tell me stories about him and Mary, and he used to go, "Hey, you think I should tell it on the air?" I go, "Yeah, it's a great story." So Gary used to tell us the stories about how Mary would do this and Mary would do that, and he would enjoy it. Suddenly, he's changed now his philosophy on it. He doesn't want to be goofed on about it.
Because it's starting to get real.
Yeah, but I mean, so we're supposed to know that?
Oh, my goodness.
Well, I thought it was a funny idea, and I don't sense that he singles you out, but you do. And I said to Gary, well, if you don't want me to debate whether you have a good marriage or not...
You won't.
I won't, but then Gary went, no, you can debate it, but he's just sick of John always thinking of him. And I went, well, but John is doing the right thing. That's a funny thing.
Even Casey said, you said, no, I don't think John... And Casey's like, you know what? John got it in for Gary.
No, don't say Casey.
John totally zeroes in on Gary.
I don't zero in on Artie. I didn't come in here and talk about Robin's drink. I mean, what?
No, but you give me more. Whatever you give them, I get double. I'm serious.
All your jokes about us are bad.
Yeah, okay.
No, here's what I think. I think that Gary is John's boss, so I think this is the one thing that John has on Gary. This is one way of rebelling against him. That's what it is.
So you think he's looking for ways?
Totally.
Okay.
Because he's mad at Gary, so that way he can get him in the meeting.
No,
I'm not sure what he's mad at me for.
No, I'm not mad at you. It's a funny bit. There was no other reason. It was one idea about you. I have plenty about Artie. Every freaking right now. I mean, this is ridiculous.
Name one. What's the
We
last
could
one
debate whether John is a good father.
The whole about you, but not eating for.
Oh, that was a good one.
I mean, please.
What about this? Beetlejuice dates Gary's wife.
No, he.
All right, I got to take a break.
He thinks I'm singling him out.
I'm not the only one, and I'm not going around.
Go by Casey.
But I'm not going around asking people if John's singling me out. People have said to me, like, "What's with John? He singles you out."
Howard, did it seem like I was singling him out?
Well, it's because Howard doesn't see all the rest of it.
All the rest of what? And the back room, we're fine together.
Sometimes.
All right, okay. Obviously, there's some.
But this wasn't a fight, John. I'm not mad at you.
What?
He's not mad at you. He's just mad at you.
He's
I mean, today you're...
On a scale of 1 to 10.
Today you're irritating, as opposed to just a complete...
Am I 8 or am I a 6?
No, you're like a 4 today.
What?
Hey, Howard. All right, this was actually funny. John, do what you did the other day when Gary was talking about the Home Depot. He's telling you a story about Home Depot. And John, go ahead, John. See,
no, it was a supermarket.
The supermarket.
Hello, this is supermarket manager. Remember what he was talking about? Yeah, but see, Howard, you and I laughed our ass off.
I don't remember any of this.
I know exactly what it was. I said, I just happened to mention in passing, we were talking about something during our break, and I said, I was in the supermarket getting something, and then John just immediately goes,
No, Gary had to go ask the guy what a radish is.
About what?
About what a radish is or something, remember?
There was a vegetable I couldn't identify, so I asked the guy what it was, and John goes, hello, Mr. Supermarket Man. But this is off the air.
But it was funny. We all laughed.
Of course, at my expense.
But we all make jokes about each other.
Because it was so unnecessary.
It was.
Yeah, in other words, that was the point.
Making a joke about...
Listen, Casey laughed his ass off. Howard laughed his ass off. We all laughed.
But Casey's laughing at it because it's so cruel and unnecessary, not because it's particularly funny.
The guy was just telling you a story.
Hello, Mr. Supermarket Manager.
Yeah,
is this a radish or is this an onion?
Yeah, exactly. That's it. Good. I'm glad you did it.
Well, at least it made it on the air.
Right.
Yeah, that's the point.
All right. Look, obviously there's something.
Mind to rest.
Yeah, that's it. I got to take a break.
Gary's going to go have a cigarette now.
That you are Mr. Northeast Heineken.
Exactly.
And he goofs on you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Hey, you know what? You're laughing all the way to the bank.
That's right.
I don't even want to tell you. I'll tell you when we get out there what I can
buy Mary a new kitchen.
What I can end up hauling off of this. Yeah, at least I can buy her a new winter coat, too. So you have to beg for one.
You can buy Mary a new sitting room. Guess how much a winter coat is?
You know what the funny thing is? I can make as much doing this as you can going around doing actual comedy shows, and I'm doing way less work.
Hey, it's Gary!
Hey, I have no embarrassment about that. You go work your ass off and tell those really incredibly funny jokes for 15 minutes. You're scary talent. You go do that. I'll make the same amount of money doing nothing.
I'm Mr. Northeast Heineken. Meanwhile, you're going to make a ton of dough.
Good
That's
for you.
right.
Good for you.
That's right.
It's all good. You can buy more cigarettes.
And F.
All you had to do was be nice and go.
No, I couldn't go. My wife didn't want to go. I can't believe I'm getting penalized because my wife didn't want
F.
to go.
John?
You are. F. John.
I think, and I got to tell you, I think it wasn't just a trip. I think it was a culmination of things.
No, it was the trip, guy.
The culmination of things.
Yeah, I heard that they weren't loving John before
really?
that.
Well, there you go.
Joe.
Hey now,
I'm good.
Hey now.
let the listeners have a vote.
Hey now.
Vote John off the show. You can take bets on one of those internet websites.
Hey now.
F. John.
All right, we got to take a break. We'll be back right after these words.